technical things, and I failed doing my technical things. And I'm a little bit wary of some of these apps. And I think Soundation, for instance, has a pretty good reputation, but I don't like apps that have access to this or that, including all your information here and there. But what I wanted to do, and maybe if anyone comes across this, who knows if anybody will, any technical person. By the way, you might find me on Icecast as well pretty soon, because that looks like something I might actually be able to figure out how to do. I might actually have the technology to do it, strangely enough. So, here, let's give it a little bit of this then. Yay! Yay! I might be able to do it. Anyway. So, I tried this. The reason I tried this is because instead of playing live, I was gonna play DJ for a little while. You know, and maybe put some things, you know, put songs through. I could not figure out how to do it. Put songs through, and talk in between and introduce songs. Maybe take a chance on a few things that were Creative Commons. Allegedly Creative Commons, that's the problem. You know, sometimes you get these Creative Commons ones, and I know some, not really know, but I know of enough. One of them I'm not going to say I kind of know. And you'll get a company that says still, you know, we hold the rights for this or that. Usually you don't get a strike on your YouTube channel or whatever. Usually it's just that they want to do this or that. You know, they want to do this or that. So I didn't really get to, you know, obviously do it how I wanted to do it. But again, look for me on Icecast maybe, and I'll do it that way. Where I'm playing some recorded music. And one more time, if anyone's out there that comes across this, I might as well mention again, that understands the technology, maybe they could somehow get a hold of me and explain it to me how you would send a line in with recorded music or audio at the same time that you're broadcasting this or that. I had all kinds of problems. Over here, our internet is rather slow. I had too much going on at the same time maybe, but you know, I'll have to clear everything out later and see how well things work. But I wasn't getting any sound on YouTube for some reason on one of my browsers too, after goofing around with so much technology. I don't know. Let's see if I can remember the words to this at all. All this technology, but your fingers are stuck to that iPhone, or even the words. All this technology, you can't leave that thing alone. Have you ever seen the fireflies? Have you heard the nature sounds at night? sending text messages, but you've forgotten how to talk. And your eyes are glued to that thing so much, you've forgotten how to walk. Have you even seen the fireflies? Have you heard the nature sounds at night, mama? Have you even seen the fireflies? Have you heard the nature sounds at night? Na 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 na. Have you ever seen the fireflies now? Have you even heard the nature sounds at night? Yep. Oh well. Yep, that's the snow coming off the roof. And believe me, this winter there has been nothing but cold and snow. Where I am up here, they said it was the coldest, not only the coldest February, but the coldest month ever. You know? Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I usually talk a little bit about politics. Everything's pretty much the same as it was as far as I can tell. I see we had a big speech from Netanyahu. I won't say too much about that. It doesn't even look like the one half of the system of power is even happy about that, the Democratic Party. Even though they're usually very pro everything that the Israelis do. And Obama seems to be... But we know Obama doesn't, on a different level, just doesn't like Netanyahu. That's come out before. There was that thing with the microphones, you know, where they caught their microphones, and I think it was Sarkozy had said something, and then Obama had said, well, I have to deal with them every day, you know, and this sort of thing. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it. I mean, people tend to make a lot of... I think that the U.S. really has a lot to answer for in itself, and really what the Israelis do is just a continuation of the whole thing that's been going on for too long. That if the U.S. wanted it to be different, it would. Some people would disagree, and I know they will, but what I'm saying is it's really the U.S. running things. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yep. Well, I suppose I don't remember what ones I did last week. That's the other thing. I forget what songs I've done, you know, whenever anyway. And I never know what I want to do, song-wise. let me see something really quickly here. Let me just see something really quickly here. You know, I just want to look at something and so I can know for sure what is going on here, and you know, well, let's see if I do this here, what happens. Okay. Oh, still the same. Okay, thank you out there. Let's see if this works out on the guitar. The place I live is so unpredictable. You never know what the weather is gonna bring. And every time that I walk out the door, it seems the rain is falling down on me. That's okay, I'm accustomed to it, 'cause I've been living here for so long. You always wanna seem to wear your sandals in the winter time. Yeah. You always wanna seem to make a song that never rhymes. Yeah. And every time that I turn on the TV, you know it's always the same old thing. Peace and tranquility, you know, it can never bring. And all this talk of weapons of mass destruction makes me feel like I'm living in a time warp. You say all my songs sound kind of the same. We gotta know that that's the same thing they said about the great Antonio Vivaldi. Yep, that was the old joke about Antonio Vivaldi, that he would write the same concerto or symphony or what have you over and over. The classical musicians. I like Antonio Vivaldi though. You know, I think he's all right. Really good, actually. Yep. Yes, I do. I like a lot of classical guys, really. You know, Edward or Eduardo Lalo. I guess it's more Edward Lalo, being that he's French. Dvorak. Dvorak is a really good one. And on this classical guitar, that's about how far it goes, because up here it's like click 'em. No, there you go. There's where the click 'em starts. You see, I don't have the time to know my own songs, because I don't practice them. One day I'll have to go back and just practice all my own songs, and the words are the hardest part, really. Well, it's all hard, but the words are especially hard. almost to 30, and that's when I started to cry. Cause I realized in another 30 I would probably die. And I am not accomplished, and my dreams did not all come true. Sometimes I sit around lonely, 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 sad and blue now. Sad and blue, sad and blue. So Mr. Spock, why don't you send some logic to me? It's purely emotional, I'm begging you, I am down on my knees. Mr. Spock, why don't you send some logic to me now? It's purely emotional, I am begging you, I'm down on my knees. And the old woman said we all have to prostitute ourselves to survive. I've got to do everything I've got to do to stay alive. And mama, you know I am the tempest, I am the raging sea. That's right, I said. You said I am the tempest, I am the raging sea. Why don't you send some logic to me now? It's purely emotional, I'm begging you, I'm down on my knees. Mr. Spock, why don't you send some logic to me now, Purely emotional, I'm begging you, I'm down on my knees. And Othello should not have taken our ego's advice. No. And Hamlet was not all that insane. Beowulf, he killed the Grendel for us all. And Beowulf, he killed the Grendel for us all. Now that was I wrote that a long time ago, but you know, it's sort of a tribute to, well, Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, you know, who passed away just recently, past couple days ago, and you know, let's give a hand. Hand for Mr. Spock. The reason I don't do covers, as I explained last week or whenever it was, last time I made one of these, is because, well, I'm worried about copyright. I actually have had some small things, nothing really major happen, but just enough to make me say, well, then I'll just play my own songs, you know? because, you know, I don't need any copyright violation problems. Propagandistic media won't tell us the truth. No, that is not the function that they serve. And though I might seem so aloof, you could say I got just what I deserve. And I am staring at the face of middle age. And I am staring at the face of middle age. And I'm lost in this cage that they call the United States. And I'm lost in this maze that they call the United States. 10 cups of coffee and I can't get right. I can't stay awake at day and I can't sleep at night, no. All of these troubles that keep me awake, and living in this empire is hard to take. The face of middle age. I am staring at the face of middle age. And I'm lost in this cage that they call the United States. And I'm locked in this maze that they call the United States. And I'm lost in this cage they call the United States. And I'm locked in this cage that they call the United States. Some of the words were different because I just had to make them up as I go. Sometimes you have to do that when you forget a part, maybe a half of a line. Let's see what the time is. Yeah, it's another one of those stupid effects. This is what you can do. I mean, you can't feed your audio in from somewhere else. I can't figure out that. I wish I could. And again, if anyone comes across this and they know that trick of feeding your audio without messing up the rest of your, you know, programs, your software on your computer, I did that too. Some of my music playing software, I know it's temporary. Once I shut it off and reboot the whole thing, it'll hopefully work again. Maybe go back to the sort of the mixer and put everything back to the settings it's supposed to be. And I got the audio feeding out through the microphone, although I didn't need to because again I couldn't do two things at once anyway. Yep. And so, I'll mention it one more time because I know that sometimes, well, maybe people won't watch the whole broadcast. Maybe they won't even get past the first second. But if anyone's one of those clicking around within a video type people, maybe they'll come across it if I say it again, that I might be able to work out being on IceCast. Because that one I think I understand. I think most people think I should shut up and play my guitar. That came from Frank Zappa first. Frank Zappa, who was an interesting guy. I don't really like much of his music actually, but I like a lot of what he said. And a lot of what he says turns out to be true. One thing I remember right now, but it just so happens that I forget and remember things like that at random. But one thing I remember right now is when Zappa had said that the lesson of the punk movement was that, you know, you can sell anything. Anything can be sold, you know? And that is really what it's all about. It's all about promotion, you know? It's all about promotion. That's what that's the name of the game. And if there's no promotion, then there's nothing. You could be, you know, the greatest composer, singer, songwriter, whatever. And unless you have something behind you, no, you know, some kind of, really what you'd have to say is a marketing machine. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're just not gonna get anywhere. Yep, and that's just the truth. Let me check something out over here really quickly, because I'm very curious about something. Oh, that's not going to work that way. Let's do it this way. And over here, and we'll see if I do like this, what happens. Okay. And things are taking too long today because something seems to be going on. Yep, something seems to be going on with the whole well, with my end of the internet at least. If you listen to the shortwave radio, you can hear the whole world speaking. And they're saying they don't like what America is doing. If you listen to the shortwave radio, you can hear the whole world speaking, and they are saying they don't like what America is doing now, mama. So change your tune, 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 change your tune. I said change your tune, 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 now change your tune. And if you really wanna, you can blame it on Bush or Barack Obama, but you know it ain't really all that simple. And if you really want to, you can blame it on Bush or Barack Obama, but you know it ain't really that simple. So change your tune, 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 change your tune. Change your tune, 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 change your tune. And you are under attack every single day, every single day. And you are under attack in all kinds of ways now. And you are under control, you are under control, mama. You know that's true. Oh, and you are under control. are under control. Change your tune. Yup. Yup. It's always, that's it. Well, I suppose that's enough for now. Thank you.